Welcome back, my beautiful sinners, to another great video here on the Majestic Savior Show. Welcome, boys, to the channel. If you're new, go down below and subscribe. And to the OGs and the sinners, welcome back, my disciples, to another great video. Go check out my music on Spotify, and let's get on with the video. Because, as it stands right now, the modern day gaming industry makes me feel like... So let's get into why I hate modern video games, the problem with the video game industry, the problem with the modern day gaming industry, why modern day video games suck, and why modern day video games are bad, and they need to die. They need to end. The modern day gaming industry is bad beyond a joke, okay? The gaming industry has become so corrupt and so lazy. It's beyond pure sewage, okay? It's absolute garbage trash. It's pretty sad to see, okay? Because I used to love video games. I still love video games. And I'm not saying every single game that comes out nowadays is absolute trash. No, that's not true. There are some good games still being developed and still being made. It's lost all innovation. It's lost all ounce of actually giving a shit about what they produce. And you know why? It's because money. Money, money, money. We have also seen in recent years within our lovely entertainment, thanks to the lovely corporates that own our lives and very existence on Nesquik and in our video games, we have seen the message. So many games nowadays try and push some kind of weird, twisted agenda, and usually it's to do with the magical religion, the wokeism, okay, as I like to call it, which has gotten completely out of hand within the last couple of years. Basically, it's an excuse for control, to play identity politics, and to basically have censorship without question, and to basically shut down discourse and dialogue. And, you know, many games are starting to do this now. The Last of Us Part 2, for example, and most recently, the one I can think of is Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, which is quite funny since that's a child's game and it's aimed towards children. The big problem with modern day video games is because these developers have become so big and so egotistical, they can release absolute piles of shit and consumers are still going to buy their games. Stop pre-ordering games, okay? That's one way we can fight against the corporates who are so powerful and have so much money, and that is how we can get our entertainment back to being good quality entertainment and actually have something worth playing, have something of value. But if you pre-order games, if you buy all of this microtransaction bullshit that so many developers are pushing now, which Ubisoft was kind of the trendsetter, but you know, a lot of developers are now pushing microtransaction with their games, then we're never going to see good quality games like we used to see back in the day. And it wasn't even that long ago. Only 10 years ago, we were getting good quality, finished, polished games on release. Now, it's very normal to buy a game, it's not even finished yet, it's missing a lot of its content, and it's completely broken on release. That is, you know, pretty much normal for most video games now. And then, of course, we get the complete corruption within the industry with, you know, broken and untrustworthy reviewers from massive, mega establishments like IGN that are completely, you know, biased and paid off and just absolute trash. We have YouTubers doing the same thing because money talks. And it's just a sick joke. I loved video games when I was growing up. I used to play a lot of PS2 games when I was a kid, Ratchet & Clank, Jak and Daxter, and those games mean something to me because they gave me the power of creativity and imagination and being transported into another world. You know, gaming is special because you aren't just a passive viewer, you aren't just a passive person watching a movie, watching a TV show. Gaming is about experience. I'm not going to go so far as to be one of those, you know, people who wears a t-shirt saying, I don't have a life, I have many, because, you know, that's cool. But gaming can be truly a magical experience, but we are losing that because of the modern day gaming industry, because of how corrupt things are, and even when it's not broken, even when it's not a pile of shit, and, you know, companies like Rockstar, which used to be held in such high regard, who used to make great quality games, who have now completely become a pyramid scheme pretty much, releasing piles of shit and endless, you know, subscriptions like GTA Plus and all of this microtransaction garbage, that's not the only thing that's destroying video games and destroying these developers, because they have no reputation anymore, they don't have trust, they don't care about consumers, they never gave a shit about the consumers, they only care about money, okay? Not only is all of that the problem, it's within the games itself, okay? If it's a polished game, even if it's finished, it's usually recycled content. It's either a remake, it's a fucking remaster, or it's the same game that we've played time and time again, but it's just got a new skin on it. It's just got a new location. Assassin's Creed is a prime example. Call of Duty is a prime example. It's a fucking joke. The final thing that tops it all off, the problem with the modern day game industry and why modern day video games suck, and why I don't like video games that much anymore. I only play older games, okay, or, you know, smaller titles, or developers who haven't completely lost their souls yet, like oh, whoa, I almost said CD Projekt Red, I meant From Software, sorry. But, the other thing is, a lot of these games, the actual gameplay, the mechanics within the video games, haven't evolved whatsoever. We aren't getting newer games that break the limits of what a gaming genre should be and can be. We used to get that a lot in the older days on the PlayStation 2. Just think about Super Mario 3D and how much that changed the gaming industry. We aren't getting anything groundbreaking anymore. Most developers are just reusing the same mechanics and the same gameplay development that all of these other big publishers are doing. You know, the open world gameplay, we've seen that so often now. The open world design, that has become so formulaic now, and these endless side missions that have no value to them whatsoever. These massive open world games that feel like a chore to play with just endless bullshit to do, but none of it is actually important or interesting. Most games don't even bother to rethink first-person shooters or third-person action games, and the combat systems within them, most of them are using the same old mechanic. When in fact, not only do these games need to be fixed, but there needs to be some innovation as well, because if you look at something like Dark Souls, you can either hate it or you like it, but you can't deny that that game changed gaming forever because it became its own genre. It changed so many things. Just go watch my Dark Souls retrospective. We need stuff like that within the industry, and I just think the modern day gaming industry is so broken now, and I'm tired of it, and I'm sick of it. I'm sick of consumers putting up with it and just willingly throwing away their money, having these corporate scum completely own us, and we don't have any standards for our entertainment and our media anymore. And you might not think that's important, but it speaks volumes about our society and just how lazy and domesticated we've become. And if we don't value our time and our entertainment, then what do we value? So I just wanted to talk about modern day games and why they suck. The problem with the modern day video game industry. Woo! Oh! Oh god. Okay, that's enough for me. My voice has broken. Okay, so I'm gonna see you in the next video. Have yourselves a great day. Make sure to subscribe for my broken voice box. And yeah, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.